The clock has struck 9 p.m. It is Saturday night, which means one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW Showdown.
The following contest is scheduled for one.
And tonight, our opening contest, we are graced with the presence of the XFW United States Champion, the man who is 26th in line, or so he claims, for the throne of England, Christopherson Pierce. The man who defeated Ultimo Shade to end Shade's long run as United States Champion. Tonight will be going head-to-head with Pedro Ortiz Jr. in our opening match tonight on Showdown. Steven Corderio, thank you for liking the stream and welcome everyone to Showdown. Whether you are on Twitch, you are on Facebook, you are on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Thank you to those already hitting like. Chris Fair has liked the stream, one of our friends from TKWA. If you have not given TKWA a like and a follow, make sure you do so. You will not be disappointed. Richard Freeman, thank you for liking the stream. Christopherson Pierce awaiting his opponent tonight, none other than the former XFW two-time World Heavyweight Champion Pedro Ortiz Jr. Michael Webster. Thank you for liking the stream.
Weighing in at 205 pounds.
Pedro Ortiz Jr. had a legendary rivalry in XFW over the United States Championship with Seth Walker. Rick F. over on YouTube, hello to you. Thank you for joining us. Fans already screaming Pedro in our online chat room. Pedro Ortiz Jr. has always been a fan favorite here in XFW. Justin Jones, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW as we get ready to kick off our opening contest tonight here on Saturday Night Showdown. And there's the bell. Marshall Foskett, thank you for liking the stream. Kick to the midsection now by Pedro. Spinning heel kick. Ortiz Jr. getting things off, kicking here on Showdown. Going head-to-head with the United States Champion. Ortiz Jr. already full head of steam. Not looking to waste any time. He's going to look to keep the pace of this match quick and try to outmaneuver the United States Champion. Ortiz Jr., a pinfall, submission, or count-out victory could line him up for number one contendership spot for the United States Championship. Pedro Ortiz has held on to this title himself on several occasions. I would love another opportunity to put that title around his waist. But Christopherson Pierce, who has yet to put the title on the line since winning it, has been doing everything he can to avoid defending the championship, looking to hold on to it as long as he can, realizing with a bigger paycheck comes with that title. Not only that, but he feels he can rub it in the face of Americans by holding the United States title. What a big boot there to the face of Ortiz by the champion. We've got to cover. Our main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the XFW Tag Team titles are on the line as the White Dragons put the titles up for grab against their long rivals, Pain and Terror. Ruben George says, I request for my birthday a Biff Wellington mustache promenade match. Book it. We've actually had a mustache versus mustache match with Biff Wellington in the ring. He was successful. Ruben George, thank you for liking the stream. We got a sunset flip there by Christopherson Pierce. But Ortiz again gets the shoulder up. Looking back to that mustache versus mustache match as Wellington defeated Josh Clemens for the time. Remember, Clemens wearing a mask over his head, a paper bag at one point. Nathan Jackowski, thank you for liking the stream. Pierce again with the second time the sunset flip. Almost getting the victory there. Christopherson Pierce has been on a roll as of late, even though he does have a tendency to take the low road. Rick Fletcher over on, thumb to the eye by Pierce. Goes for a scoop slam. Ortiz up and over the shoulder. Pedro Ortiz Jr. now with an Irish whip. Shoulder tackle, neither man giving it away, but Ortiz keeping the pressure on. Ortiz now front face lock. The champion starting to look a little weary. Having a hard time keeping up with the pace of the quicker Pedro Ortiz Jr., who lands a beautiful drop kick, cartwheel to the face. We've got a cover, but a kick out. Here's that drop kick in the replay window. Boom, right to the face. Ortiz now looking, wrapping the arm up now is the champion, Christopherson Pierce. Collar and elbow tie-up. Pierce with a right hand haymaker shot. Locks it on, takes him up over to a suplex. Christopherson Pierce now starting to take the lead again. Belly takedown now by Pierce. Christopherson Pierce going to the top rope, not a usual spot for Christopherson Pierce. Elbow right across the chest of Pedro Ortiz Jr. and a kick out. Pierce now starting to take a commanding lead over Pedro Ortiz, rolls him up, small package, sinks it back, shoulders are down, 2, but Ortiz again gets the shoulder up. I'm not a big fan of Christopherson Pierce, ladies and gentlemen. The man's ego is bigger than any in the state of Texas, but I will give him credit where credit is due. He is an outstanding in-ring competitor, and right there a stunner using the ropes as leverage. Pedro Ortiz falling to the outside. Referee Mike Couture going to make the count. Rick Fletcher, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome everyone to XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Ortiz slow to get to his feet. Christopherson Pierce now on the outside. Whoa, goes for that thumb to the eye again, but Pierce gets countered. Ortiz saw that coming and blasts him into the barricade. Rick Fletcher, thank you for sharing our stream as well. Ortiz with a sends him now into the ring post. Ortiz with the wind-up, and again the champion's head blasting into that immobile object at ringside, and now getting this capacity crowd behind him in our opening contest tonight. Pierce getting back inside. Ortiz now following in suit. Here comes the champion takedown. Pierce now drops the leg, getting the opportunity. Staging one up on Pedro. Pierce now standing over, stalking Ortiz. Goes for the super kick, nobody home. Nice counter by the champion. There's the thumb to the eyes again. This time the kick hits. Tower of London. Tower of London by Christopherson Pierce. And somehow, some way, Pedro Ortiz Jr. gets the shoulder up. Pierce coming in with a clothesline. Christopherson Pierce landing the Tower of London, and again tossing Ortiz up and over the top rope. Mike Couture again will start the count. Did Pierce just take that top turnbuckle off? Pierce did. Exposed that ring in the corner. That exposed ring in the turnbuckle. Pierce going to the top. Pierce coming off. Double accidental counter. Ortiz saw that one coming. Ortiz. Superior in-ring experience coming to play there. Ortiz down with a wind-up. Grabbing on the arm. Angle hammerlock. Shot to the face now by the United States champion. Ortiz right around into an armbar. Outstanding maneuver by Pedro Ortiz Jr. Trying to separate the shoulder of Christopherson Pierce. Pierce wild swing, nobody home. Pedro with the counter. Pierce with a counter. Wind up now. Pedro sent into that exposed turnbuckle. Ortiz now trying to get back to his feet. Kick in the midsection again. Pierce. Tower of London the second time. Pierce using that exposed turnbuckle. Pierce victorious. Christopherson Pierce, the United States champion, using that exposed steel ring in the turnbuckle to get an upper hand on Pedro Ortiz Jr.
Here is your winner,
Christopherson Pierce with the victory, although a tainted one at that. In our opening contest on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Sooner or later, he's going to have to put that title on the line. Someone's going to get wise to this man's tricks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Thank you for joining us, whether you are on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, or directly on Bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise like the hoodie I'm wearing right now, folks. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And as I said earlier during that contest, our main event will feature the XFW Tag Team Champions, the White Dragons, putting the title on the line against none other than the longtime rivals, Pain and Terror. Now, folks, a little bit last night we were talking somewhat about WWE 2K22, which comes out in about 5 weeks. Folks, I'm excited not only to get away from 2K20 and the glitch fest that it is. More opportunities, more expansive in-ring matches. From what we understand, an expanded creating suite. Folks, and last night we talked about some folks didn't think the graphics were all that good. Folks, here are some images from 2K22. The graphics look outstanding. The facial details look really good. I am very much stoked for this game to finally come out. I've been waiting a long time. Again, if anyone knows here at XFW, this is the game we use to create the magic that is XFW. And I'm very much looking forward to some of the new opportunities. And quite frankly, just mainly not the glitches. To be able to do a 6-man tag, an Eliminations Chamber match, and more without the possibility of the damn thing crashing all the time will be outstanding, folks. I'm very much looking forward to that. Richard Freeman says, I was going for Ortiz, but a great opener. Thank you, Richard Freeman, for that kind word. Folks, we've got a lot of matches coming your way tonight, so stay tuned for that as I try to get the next match loaded up for the music. I'm too busy looking at the pictures here from 2K20. Later on during our broadcast, in between matches, we're going to look a little bit at some of the gameplay. Earlier this week on YouTube, we saw some of the designers going over the gameplay, showing some footage. Now, I did have to cut out the sound of that footage, mainly because I don't want the WWE to come after me. I wanted to cut out the music of that because, well, I didn't want them to come down hard on me. Still frames look awesome, but the video footage looks weird. Derek, we're going to look at that after this matchup. We'll take another look at that. Quite frankly, I think it looks outstanding, but opinions do vary. But regardless, I'm looking very much happy to this. We'll find out. But right now, we're heading on to ringside as Ramon Cruz goes head-to-head with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Bad Boy Marshall Sweet now. Sweet making his way out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Aiden Scott coming down to ringside. These two went at it last night, and we saw Sweet get the victory. And a right hand from Bad Boy to Bad Boy Hurricanrana. Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott coming out and attacking Bad Boy Marshall Sweet at ringside. These two went at it last night. Sweet got a count-out victory. Mr. Amazing unable to get inside the ring. These two have been going at it week in and week out. Sweet now with a wind-up. Sweet now in. Is this the matchup we're going to get? Sweet's going to the top. Sweet all the way on the top. Mr. Amazing trying to get back to his feet. These two again have been going at it. Sweet at the top. Hurricane Ryan from Sweet all the way from the top. Holy cow. Mr. Amazing bit off more than he can chew coming out here. Sweet jumping up, nobody home. These two again going at it right in front of the cameraman. Right hand now for Mr. Amazing. Head scissors. Good Lord. We've got a chaos at the ring. That was supposed to be Bad Boy Marshall Sweet going head to head with Ramon Cruz. But obviously the feud continuing to go on between the industry and Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, Sean Owens, and Rick Osborne, folks, continues to just lay waste to XFW. I don't know what it's going to take, folks, to end this rivalry, to end this animosity between these two teams, folks, but it continues to get bigger and badder week in and week out. Now, we did show a couple still footage of 2K22. This was some footage, actual gameplay footage in their last trailer they showed. Now, these are in-game images. This is the actual engine running, folks. Again, I did turn down the music. I didn't, even though there was some in-ring sounds. I don't want them flagging me for playing their music during the stream, which they seem to do all the time. But this is actual in-game footage. Now, at the time, it slowed down a little bit for dramatic effects. But right here, folks, this is all in-game footage. I am super excited about this. Everything looks great. The YouTube with the designers the video is on YouTube. Double check that. They have a full match with Rey Mysterio Jr. and Damian Priest going at it. This looks outstanding, folks. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to get my hands on the game. Why does it sound like my sound went out? Mr. Nick Clark, thank you for liking the stream. Folks, I cannot wait for this finally to drop. This looks like it's going to be great. Again, the controls completely revamped. So this should be a new game almost all around. A lot of those stuff. James Elder, thank you is now following. Thank you, James. Nick Clark, thank you for joining us as well. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here tonight to XFW on Bloodsword6 Streaming. We got a lot coming your way. Up next, folks, The Butcher, who has returned to XFW, will be going head-to-head with Terry Sexton. But right now, we're talking a little bit more 2K22 coming out. Backpack Huss, thank you for liking the stream and welcome. Again, we're taking a quick look at WWE 2K22. I cannot wait for this to drop, folks. Hopefully glitch-free. We'll find out. But right now, let's head down to ringside for more one-on-one action next on Saturday Night Showdown. As we await the arrival of the Butcher, the first member of the former group known as the Ministry of Darkness, who has made an appearance here in XFW since their demise at XFW Fright Night back in October, where the tables completely turned on all the members of the Ministry of Darkness, including Drago, who was the World Heavyweight Champion, was upset by the former now champion, Sam Ford. Derek Smith, I can completely understand being bitter. 2K20, I have still had a lot of fun with. I understand complete reservations if folks don't run out and get 2K22. I'll be doing a full review on the Bloodsword6 streaming channel once it drops, as well as having XFW fully running that Friday night after it drops, which should actually be March 11th. XFW Danger Zone will be run on WWE 2K22, so stay tuned for that. Right now, the Butcher in the ring again, solely by himself. No other members of the ministry have shown their face here in XFW.
And his opponent.
And here comes Terry Sexton.
From Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 241 pounds,
Terry Sexton, one of the former Thunder from Down Under male exotic dancers. Quite frankly, folks, this man has way too much wiggle for my taste. I'm far more into the wiggle of his mixed tag team partner, women's champion, Kitty Lane. Derek Smith, I don't know if I'm going to take the week off, but I know I will be taking a couple days off just to get prepared for WWE 2K22. I've got a lot of stuff to create and get up to speed there. A lot of images to download, upload, and change around. But right now, Sexton and the Butcher going at it. Todd Finch, a.k.a. the Butcher, a.k.a. El Yanator. The Butcher has had more of an identity crisis than anyone in XFW history. This man has gone through persona change after persona change. Quite frankly, I'm surprised that he did not change his name from the Butcher after getting the ministry busted up. However, I will say he's got a little more color in his skin as of late. While he was with the ministry, he did have a very, very pale look about him. But right now, the Butcher on his back gets back to his feet, a takedown on Terry Sexton. The one thing that has not changed about the Butcher is his animalistic tendencies in the ring and the killer instinct that we're seeing out right now. And unfortunately, Terry Sexton has a front row ticket to that animalistic attack by the Butcher. Sexton fires back, spear, driving the shoulder into the midsection to slow down the offense of the Butcher. Clubbing blown out of the back of the head by Sexton, who continues the onslaught. Sexton has been on a path for the United States Championship for damn near 2 years. And just every time he gets close, the man gets sidetracked. Finds his way in the path of someone like the Butcher and winds up getting injured, sidelined somehow. Sexton has seen some bad luck here in XFW. Kick to the midsection now by the Butcher. And a wicked clothesline. Damn near Lariat took his head off. But again, the Butcher on his own. No more mentor of Drago. No more walking down to the ring with the Wanderer Owen Bush, another member of the ministry we have not seen since XFW collided and left the ministry in shattered. Sexton now with a slap across the back of the head. Who goes, oh! The Butcher with a counter, slapping the head. And now a Samoan drop. Terry Sexton is down. The Butcher with a cover. Leg is hooked by the kick out. Derek Smith's ambitious goals. I do have some ambitious goals when it comes to XFW. And quite frankly, I'm very, very ecstatic to get it up and running on the new system once it finally drops. Big right hand there by the Butcher. Leveled Sexton down to the canvas. Butcher now knee to the midsection. Front face lock. Hoisting him up. Suplex position, but drives him down. And now pointing down. Screaming at the audience. I don't really think there's any need to scream at the kids in the front row. But then again, the Butcher, Todd Finch, has never been one for etiquette as he drives the elbow into the midsection of Terry Sexton. Says that's it. We've got to cover again. Sexton's shoulders are down to almost a 3 count. But Sexton getting the shoulder up, avoiding disaster. Finch, the Butcher, has now been dominating a good portion of this matchup. Uh-oh. Finch now with the Butcher in the corner. We know what's coming here, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen this in the past. Here's the windup, and there it goes. Your grandkids will feel that one. Watch this shot. Boom! Right below the belt. You see the Butcher damn near melt out of the corner. That was rough. The Butcher now firing back. Kick to the midsection. Butcher kicks him away. Big right hand there by Finch. Hoisting him up. And again the elbow to the midsection. The Butcher continuing. Right hand again. Spins Sexton around. Hoisting him up. Face plant. Down goes Sexton. We've got a cover. That's it. Derek Smith says, pick up your balls in the second tier. You're not wrong there. The Butcher may have gotten his balls kicked up into his throat. The Butcher victorious tonight on XFW Saturday Night Showdown after a solid match with Terry Sexton. But again, folks, we have seen different personas come out of Todd Finch, who started off here in XFW literally as the janitor. He came out to the ring as El Yanator here in XFW under the wing and tutelage of Pedro Ortiz Jr. And he's actually doing well for himself, being a on-again, off-again partner of Pedro Ortiz Jr. until the two had a falling out after a tag team match did not go their way. And then soon after that, Finch turning on Pedro Ortiz Jr., throwing the mask aside, coming out under his original name of Todd Finch. He did defeat Pedro Ortiz Jr., but then went on a downward spiral of losses, and then found himself handing himself over, giving himself up to Drago in the Ministry of Darkness, and then out came the persona of the Butcher. Now again, we've not seen any other members of the Ministry of Darkness since their downfall at XFW Fright Night this past October, when Drago was defeated, and Sam Ford took the XFW Championship away from him. This is the first appearance of anyone from that former group in XFW since. We've not heard a peep from the Wanderer, Owen Bush, Drago, River Styx, anyone, Kevin Dwayne Thomas the second. Thank you for tuning in here to XFW and Saturday Night Showdown. Well, up next, folks, again, a rivalry with the industry as Mason Storm collides with Sean Owens next on XFW Showdown. Kevin, what is up with you, sir? Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. Again, I want to thank everyone that's tuning in. Again, whether you're on Twitch, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, or directly on Bloodsword6.com. Thank you for tuning in to Showdown. The Natural Sean Owens, a former multi-time tag team champion, former United States champion. Owens held on to the United States Championship through most of 2020 and 2021. Kevin Dwayne, thank you. We love having you guys here in XFW. Thank you for joining us. Owens now setting his sights in the World Heavyweight Championship division, upping his game. Had an opportunity for a number one contendership spot in an elimination match, but that match was won by Carl Ellis. Ellis now has a date with Destiny against Brian Blaze at a future event here in XFW. But here come the industry. Mason Storm accompanied to the ring by Josh the Coach Clemens.
From Lincoln, Nebraska, weighing in at 216 pounds,
Mason Storm, an outstanding in-ring performer, but again, an inflated ego. Ever since winning his first championship, which was the XFW Internet Championship, used to be a nice kid backstage, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but ever since winning the title, the ego inflated and uncontrollable. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're off and running. The industry and Sean Owens have a long history. Him and Clemens used to be tag team partners. Had a falling out. Clemens went on to be World Heavyweight Champion. Owens had a long run as United States Champion. We got a tie up in the corner here. Mike and Tur are going to try to separate these two. Oh, and Mason Storm looking to take the opportunity and flies over the referee, and Owens with a counter. Sean Owens wise to the tricks of the industry with this match. Besides the shenanigans that the industry pull, if Clemens wasn't out here, I could possibly say, folks, this could be an outstanding technically match between Storm and Owens, as both these guys are phenomenal technical wrestlers. But with the coach in the corner of Storm, it's only a matter of time before he somehow interjects himself, causing a problem for Owens, and right now a cover, but Owens gets the shoulder up. Owens with a counter, up and over the top goes Mason Storm, but he hangs on. Storm fires back, right elbow, right to the chin of Sean Owens, and now sends him up and over, right at the feet of Josh the Coach Clemens. And here goes Clemens, as I stated, already getting himself involved in this matchup, throwing Owens back inside, and Storm right back on top. Flying forearm out of the face of Owens. Oh, senton bomb from the second rope. Cover again. Tyler Black, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Hello to yourself. Mason Storm now. Look at the roll through by Storm. Beautiful pin attempt, but a kick out by Owens. Chris Johnson, thank you for liking the stream. Owens down with the right hand. Owens snapmare takedown. Snapping that neck of Mason Storm square down to the canvas. Owens now stretching out the arm. Mason Storm, not a contortionist, right now bent in a very bad position, and a stomp on the arm. Textbook Owens trying to set up for the Owens lock, and again driving the shoulder of Mason Storm down to the canvas. Owens now in control. Hammerlock scoop slam now, again targeting the arms. Scissors lock and driving the elbow in. Tyler Black, thank you for liking the stream. Owens has turned the match around, turning the tables on Mason Storm. Clemens on the outside does not look happy. Drives him up, putting all his own weight on that arm. Again, hammerlock suplex by Sean Owens. Owens down with an Irish whip. Gets killed. Mason Storm with a beautiful counter. Belly-to-belly suplex. And that's the technical prowess of these two that I talk about. Owens going on a clinic, targeting the arms. And Mason Storm with a counter. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Now again, back and forth action between these two. Counter after counter after counter. Shot to the face by Mason Storm. Drop kick, beautifully executed. Storm landed that right across the chin. Storm now dodging in, drives it down. Kyle Bullington, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. Mason Storm fires into the corner. Storm now mounting, and now punches square to the temple, and another one. Mason Storm now laying in heavy right hands to Sean Owens. Owens nowhere to go, and another one. Owens collapsing. Could that be the end of Owens? He could be out. Not even a one count. Mason Storm back into the corner. A little bit of a conversation there with Josh the Coach Clemens. Counter again by Owens. Up over the top, Storm hangs on. Owens with the setup. Gonna bring him back in the hard way. Vertical suplex. Owens now back in control again, wrapping up the arms, contorting, tying Mason Storm up into a knot. Storm helpless, and again the stomp on the arm. Owens with the wrap up. Short arm clothesline levels Mason Storm. And Storm wisely rolling to the outside. Owens follows him through and levels him with a lariat. Owens getting back inside the ring for Owens, or Clemens, I say, should get himself involved in that. Mason Storm trying to figure out where the hell he's at after that lariat. Both men now back on the outside. Mason Storm wrapping up, shoving him back in. Owens already getting back to his feet. Here comes Mason Storm, levels him. Half Nelson suplex. Owens rolls right to the outside. Good ring awareness by Owens to realize where he was to avoid a pin attempt. Mason Storm, though, right back on the attack. Flying forearm, levels Owens down to the canvas. Northern Light suplex, perfectly executed. Look at the bridge by Mason Storm, and Owens again gets the shoulder up. Wind up shot, gets countered. Owens capturing the forearm, mid-swing by Mason Storm. Back into a hammerlock a second time. Storm gets taken down. Owens again targeting that arm, looking for the Owens lock. Gonna wind up again, drop kick now again to the shoulder of Mason Storm. And this time Storm finds himself rolling to the outside. Big right hand by Mason Storm. These two going at it, a deadly belly suplex. Both these men now starting to move very, very slow. You saw Mason Storm, who's usually quick to get back to his feet, took his time. Owens going to send him back in above the apron. Owens now, clubbing shot again by Mason Storm, finds his mark. Going on a suplex this time, all impact. No bridge by Mason Storm. Owens fires back, shot right to the ribs, it looked like. Scoop slam. Nobody home. Mason Storm again able to counter. Kick to the midsection. Drop kick missed. Mason Storm, belly to back suplex. Dumps him on the back of his head. Mason Storm on fire right now. Clemens cheering him on. Collar and elbow tie up. Owens again gonna put him in the hammerlock position. Side Russian leg sweep with the arm. Mason Storm in trouble. We've got a cover. Storm gets the shoulder up. Sean Owens looking superb tonight. Mason Storm catches the leg, spinning heel kick, takes him up and over. Mason Storm. Impressive fortitude, leg lariat. Mason Storm in the corner. Storm charging in. Oh my dear Lord. 360 DDT by Mason Storm. Holy cow. Mason Storm with the victory. Got to give credit where credit is due. He avoided the Owens lock at all costs. The damage done repeatedly. See the hammerlock. Mason Storm's own body weight used as a weapon against him time and time again. But avoided the Owens lock at all cost. Here again, the side Russian leg sweep with the arm planted behind him. You see Mason Storm writhing in pain. Nino Brown, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan of XFW. The industry victorious tonight on Saturday Night Showdown. Again, folks, this is not the first or the last time we've seen the industry tackle with Sean Owens, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, and Rick Osborne. Last night we saw Osborne and the Clemens go at it, and Osborne get the victory over Josh the Coach Clemens with the Texas Cloverleaf. Now again, these six men have been going at it for a while. There was a six-man tag at XFW Sudden Death that got interrupted by 2K20 and its amazing glitch fest. Hopefully next month at our next premium event, we will see a rematch between those six men and possibly an end to this rivalry. But when the industry sets its tone on someone, ladies and gentlemen, it is hard for them. They get sidetracked. LC Burgess, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. Again, thank you all for joining us here tonight. Tuning in again, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, thank you for joining us. Or again, right if you're on Bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise, much like the hoodie I am wearing right now. Thank you, folks, for the likes, the shares, and more as we continue our crazy brand of digital professional wrestling here at Bloodsword6 Streaming and XFW on Facebook. Now, folks, our main event tonight will feature the fan favorite White Dragons, the current XFW Tag Team Champions, and they'll be defending against their longtime rivals, Pain and Terror. These two teams have been hell-bent on destroying each other for over a decade, and now the titles are on the line. This could get bloody tonight, but when we're talking about tag team titles, folks, Vicious and Delicious going up against the women's tag team champions, the Goddesses, and that takes place right now. And here comes Vicious and Delicious now.
Is scheduled for one fall.
Folks, I love watching these two walk to the ring. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hide it.
And Delicious.
Sarah Wells and Alex North making their way down, two-time XFW Women's Tag Team Champions. Now this is a non-title matchup, but these young ladies with an opportunity. Any type of victory tonight for them will line them up for a #1 contender spot and be able to challenge the Goddesses for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Alex North, a former MMA fighter in the women's division. The Vicious Half. Sarah Wells, a former ring girl and fitness trainer, calling herself the Delicious Half of this tag team. A very formidable team in the women's division here in XFW. But here come the Goddesses, making their way out to ringside. Alexia Fonseca and Sonia Rossi. However, absent are the XFW Women's Tag Team titles. It's working around their waist. Where the hell are they? As these two make their way down to ringside. Fonseca diving into the ring first. Sonia Rossi following up. Alexia Fonseca, known for, at one time, putting together one of the most prominent tag teams in XFW and the Gladiators. However, during the beginning of the pandemic, Hagen and Carr not being able to get back to XFW due to travel restrictions. Derek Smith says 2K20. Yay, 2K20 again. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team action underway in the women's division. Fonseca with a counter already to the armbar. Hoisting her up. Holding her up. Look at this. Fonseca now squatting with Alex North on her shoulder into a suplex. Wow. Again, Fonseca, small frame, but showing the power she has in that small frame. Collar double type now. North driving her back towards the turnbuckle. Gonna have to break the count. Mike Atura's gonna have the best seat in the house right now, folks. As he breaks these two up. Clean break from the corner. Alex North now with a wind-up Irish rope for the ropes into a drop kick by North. Honestly, the crowd seems to be split tonight between these two. Spine buster now by North as she levels Fonseca down to the canvas. Wow. Tag, in comes Sarah Wells. Wells has some severe innovative offense inside the ring. She used some maneuvers I have not seen used by anybody else. Right now, Fonseca turning the tables as Wells comes in. Tag, down comes Sonia Rossi for the first time in this matchup. And a double team maneuver already by the Goddesses. And an exploder. Sonia Rossi being drafted in XFW by Alexia Fonseca with a clothesline now. Sending Wells up and over the top rope. Paul Harpstripe, thank you for becoming... Welcome to XFW. Thank you for hitting that like button. Rossi goes for the legs. Wells able to counter. Toss her the corner. Tag. Back in comes North. Wells on an Irish whip. Drop toe hold. Followed by an elbow drop right to the back of the skull of Rossi. That'll slow down her roll. And now the Muay Thai knee strikes by North. One to the face of Rossi. Maintains on her foot. Just picks her up, scoop slam hammerlock. And a drop kick to the back of the neck for good measure by Rossi. We've got a cover, leg is hooked. But a quick kick out. Take a lot more than that to keep down either Alex North or Sarah Wells. As all four of these ladies have proven to be very, very tough and very, very resilient. Look at this. North hanging Rossi by her hair. I don't know if that was, they're celebrating a little bit. I don't know if that's legal, but I like it. Both ladies now back to their feet. Rossi now getting a little steamy over that hair pole. Hard eyes over the turnbuckle, and a flying forearm to follow suit. And tag back in comes Fonseca. Drop kick countered. North into a cutter, beautifully executed. Wow, that was picture perfect. Got her up on the shoulders. Death Valley driver connects right to the back of the neck of Fonseca, and a quick tag again by Vicious and Delicious, and in comes Sarah Wells. Fonseca struggling to get back to her feet. Wells gonna help her back to her flat of her back, and a quick tag back in comes North. Guess Wells wasn't ready to go at it yet. Fonseca back to her feet and gets a takedown, surprising North just as he comes back in. Off the ropes, big time body splash now by Fonseca. Again, sometimes it's very, very impressive how she uses that small frame to use such powerful moves, is Fonseca. Double team maneuver, Rossi now up on the top rope, comes down with the arm breaker. Into a German suplex, turning North inside out. North rolls to the outside wisely, avoiding a pin attempt. She's gonna charge back in now. She's gotta be careful. Rossi right there to greet her. She comes back in. Put a nice counter by North, kicked in the midsection. Up and over, head scissors takedown. Beautiful execution by Alex North. Another scoop slam, this time Rossi up and over the shoulders. And again the German suplex. North dumps square on the back of her skull. Wraps her up, what is this? Reverse DDT, drives her down to the canvas. North bouncing her head up like a basketball. We've got a cover. Barely a 2 count. North again with a lot left in the tank as these 4 ladies continue to battle it out. North now. Gut wrench suplex. Just showing the power she's got. Tossing Rossi like a bag of flour. Rossi gonna fire back. Hooks the leg. Takes her up and over. Stomping away on the arm now is Rossi. Marshall Foskett in our online chat room talking about the Gladiators. Fonseca spent a lot of time with both those men. One of the most powerful tag teams we've seen in XFW history. North, oh! Roundhouse kick by North. Just took Rossi off. She doesn't know where she's at. She might be out. Rossi grasping for the ropes now, trying to get back to her feet. North's going to continue to put the pressure on, trying to kick her legs from out from under her. North weighed in heavy. And North now with a little twerking action into a moonsault. We've got a cover on Rossi. She gets the shoulder. All 4 ladies looking to come in at that point. Rossi now back to her feet. Wind up shot. Hellacious forearm. Tag in comes Alexia Fonseca. Tag in comes Sarah Wells. 2 fresh competitors in the ring and going at it. Wells with a clothesline takes out Fonseca. Fonseca back to her feet. Lands her own clothesline. Tit for tat in this matchup. Wells now walking it on. Oh my dear Lord. Spun her like a top right through the air. Wells going after Rossi, gets leveled. Kick right to the head. Fonseca out. Capitalizing. Takes her down with a suplex. Alex North on the outside. Ooh. Kick right to the face. Fonseca again. Just brutalizing Sarah Wells. Wells comes back, high cross body, into a cover. Might get her out of position. Fonseca now back to her feet. Clothesline again by Fonseca, leveling down Sarah Wells. Alex North still down. She sustained a lot of damage. And a roundhouse kick now by Fonseca. Similar to that of Alex North. We've got a cover. Almost a 3 count. It doesn't get closer than that, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Forearm now by Wells. Wells goes up, head scissors takedown. Wells now trying to roll her away from the ropes, possibly looking for a pin. No, decides to use her head for a pinball, blasting it off the canvas. Wells now, standing her ground. Wells gonna hoist her up and take her down. Beautiful maneuver. Trying to commit Mike Atura, trying to get Sonya Rossi out of the ring. Rossi to break up the pinfall. German suplex. Alex North can barely hang on to the ropes for dear life. You see her can barely stand over there. Fonseca down. Wells down. An insane match. Sarah Wells going to check on her partner, Alex North, again, who can barely hang on to the ropes. Hard impact in the turnbuckle now for Fonseca. Fonseca turning the tables. Oh! That looked low. That looked low. I don't know what you'd call that, ladies and gentlemen. Both ladies down in the corner. Tag in comes Rossi. Double Irish whip off the ropes. Big time. Double backdrops from the champions. Wells counters. Levels with the right hand. Goes up high. Again takes her up and over. Wells now again trying to roll over. Looking for any type of pinfall or victory they can get tonight. For an opportunity to challenge for the titles. Sonya Rossi again with a counter. Collar elbow tie-up. I knew these two teams were going to be very evenly matched. Drop kick right to the snout. Sarah Wells just leveled Rossi with that drop kick. Wells again standing over. Alex North does not look well, folks. Again, just hanging onto the ropes. Headbutt now from Rossi. Rossi hoists her up. Oh! Lumbar check from Rossi. We've got a cover. North now breaks up the fall. Oh, and a right hand to North. North just got leveled by Rossi. Rossi hoisting her up. Oh! A play on the lumbar check. Puts two knees to the chest. That's it. Wow. What a hard-fought battle between both those teams. But Sonya Rossi, with the impressive, innovative offense, comes off with the win for the Goddesses in an outstanding fashion. What a matchup between those two teams, but the Goddesses walk away tonight with the victory. Wow. Wow. Both those teams with outstanding performance tonight inside the ring. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a matchup tonight on Saturday Night Showdown. And again, we've got a lot more coming your way. And again, the XFW Tag Team Champions will be in action tonight with the titles on the line. Well, folks, we're spending some time talking about 2K22 coming out in about 5 weeks. Now, again, I will be playing this on PS5. We'll be rehashing XFW completely from ground up in the new format on 2K22. I've got high hopes for this, that we won't see as many glitches, game crashes, and more. Hoping for more creative abilities in the creation suite. Hoping for more options in universe. And some more, I know there's a lot of new camera angles, a lot of new graphics, a lot of new animations. So I'm keeping my hopes high, hoping not to be disappointed like we were with WWE 2K20. So we'll find out as the road comes down, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the game developers talking on YouTube in a very format-friendly video earlier this week showing some gameplay. It looked outstanding. Again, a lot of new options. Not only is there a new counter system with no limits on reversals. which is both interesting and, quite frankly, scary. But not just that, but now there's a dodge, there's a block, and now what they call breakers. So instead of just reversing certain moves, you can counter them by hitting the same button to do some other stuff. So Tyler Black says it looks great for 2K22. So far, things do look pretty good. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it does not wind up being a glitch fest like 2K20. Again, we'll have to wait and see. It is 5 weeks away. The early release, if you got it, if you get the deluxe edition, should be out on March 8th. I'll be doing a lot of work that week to get Danger Zone set up for that, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll have more on that when it drops, including a full review on Bloodsword6 on our YouTube channel. But right now, we're going to head into ringside for one-on-one action as Ultimo Shade collides with Thunderbolt Alpha next on Saturday Night Showdown. Tyler Black, yes, it is cross-play, which is outstanding. One of the features I am most looking forward to is that cross-gen format, because you no longer have to have the same system to get characters on the screens, which is going to be itself great. People that create characters on Xbox or PS or PC can share those with PlayStation and vice versa, which is a huge, huge upgrade. Cannot wait for that. Well, right now, the former United States champion Ultimo Shade making his way into ringside. Ultimo Shade had a phenomenal, superior run as the United States champion, which came to an end at the hand of Christopherson Pierce a little over a month ago. But right now, folks, here comes Ultimo Shade. Ultimo Shade's in the ring. We're waiting for Thunderbolt Alpha. Derek Smith, I have not heard a limit on creator wrestlers yet. Fit Milligan, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW.
Weighing in at 223 pounds,
Thunderbolt Alpha making his way down the ringside. Showtime, Shane Black has liked the stream. Thank you, Showtime, who's not here in the audience tonight, but obviously somewhere watching. Thank you, Showtime, Shane Black, for checking out XFW. Showtime, Shane Black, the current and now three-time TKWA World Heavyweight Champion. XFW original, thank you, Mr. Black, for making an appearance here. Even though you're not on the card tonight, thank you for hitting that like button. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Two high flyers, two high impact wrestlers tonight. Ultimo Shade, Thunderbolt Alpha, both from across from the land of the rising sun. This should be a high impact match if I've seen one tonight. Alpha, the original Thunderbolt, the Thunderbolts, all three of them surrounded by controversy through their entire existence here in XFW. Both men now wildly throwing kicks and elbows at each other throughout this matchup. Counter after counter, dodge after dodge between these two. Hard to keep up. Looks like an old spaghetti kung fu western going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Old Alpha lifting him up, dropping him down, reverse suplex. We've got a cover. Not even a one count. Shade easily getting the shoulder up. Whoa! And Shade jumping to his feet and coming out quickly with an enziguri, leveling Thunderbolt Alpha. That was harsh. Alpha, the former test subject of Dr. Yamamoto. Alpha rolling to the outside. Shade in pursuit. Alpha gonna hook him up. Dump him on the back of his head on the concrete floor. Both of these guys known for putting their bodies on the line and at risk to get a win. Alpha now on the ropes. Miranda McNabb, thank you for liking the stream. Oh! Alpha just got caught. Went high for a springboard and Ultimo Shade catching him with the powerbomb. Watch this counter, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Alpha just got rocked. Ultimo Shade now keeping the attack going, keeping the momentum hot. Counter by Thunderbolt Alpha, levels him with a spinning heel kick. These two very similar in their offense. Shade just got dumped on the back of his head again. Shade getting back to his feet. Alpha charging in, up and over. Float over DDT. Shade rocked by that one. Crawling back, trying to find his way around the ring. Here comes Alpha again. Kick to the back of the skull. Oh my dear Lord. That was outstanding. Alpha scooping underneath into a German suplex. Wow. Alpha now into a brainbuster. And somehow Ultimo Shade finding his way back up at Alpha. Lighting him up. Knife edge chops. Forearms spin in the midsection. Alpha with a wind-up Irish whip. Nice baseball slide underneath. Jumps up. Hurricane Rana. Beautifully executed. Again, both these guys constantly putting their lives or their careers on the line. High risk, high reward maneuvers. But Ultimo Shade can end it all with that shade to black kick we've seen him use so many times. Enziguri again from Thunderbolt Alpha. Alpha going to the top rope. Trying to get this crowd behind him. Shade now getting back to his feet. Alpha, high cross body connects. Leg is hooked. Mike Turner right on the spot, but a kick out again. Shade back to his feet. Shade now fires back. Stomping away now is Ultimo Shade. Stiff kick right to the spine by Shade. Lights up Alpha. Collar elbow tie-up. Deep arm drag counter by Ultimo Shade. Irish whip now by Alpha. Into a drop down. Good Lord, I can't keep up with these two. Spinning heel kick again. Alpha finds his mark. And again, going to the top rope. Alpha spinning moonsault from the top. Again, deep cover. And a kick out by Shade. How are these two even keeping on their feet as they're both back up, circling each other now like a pair of sharks in a feeding frenzy? Pump kick by Alpha. Jesse Lee Simmons, thank you for joining us. XFW. Both these guys going at it. Alpha with a wind-up shot. Alpha now. Crucifix pin. Rolls through. Shade trying to counter, both but now rolling. Alpha lands a spot. Shade's shoulders are down. And the shoulders they come up. Impressive pinning attempt by Thunderbolt Alpha. Whoa, there was that roundhouse kick. Alpha able to dodge out of the way. Off the ropes now. Oh, super kick. Levels Thunderbolt Alpha. That was brutal. Springboard. And another hot kick right to the top of the skull. Ultimo Shade now. Standing tall over Thunderbolt Alpha. Alpha, ooh, shot to the midsection. Alpha, Hurricane Rana. Alpha now in charge. Alpha lining up the shot. We've seen this in the past. And a Thunderbolt. The Thunder Fist connects from Alpha. We've got a cover. 1, 2. And somehow Ultimo Shade still gets the shoulder up. One of the enhancements given to Thunderbolt Alpha from Dr. Yamamoto. But again, Ultimo Shade continues to battle. Enziguri again. How much more can these guys have left in the tank? Alpha, reverse Hurricane Rana. Ultimo Shade just got lawn darted. We've got a cover.
1, 2.
That's it. Alpha with the reverse Frankensteiner, planting Ultimo Shade square on the top of his head. What an epic battle between those two. Here's the battle between them both as they continue to jockey for position with that pinning attempt. But that thrust kick from Shade, I thought that was the end of it there for Alpha. But somehow managed to come back. And right here, boom! Right on the top of his skull, compressing the neck and spine. And Alpha walks away with the victory. What a matchup between those two. Wow. Thunderbolt Alpha looking great tonight here in Saturday Night Showdown. Not to take away anything from Ultimo Shade, who was an outstanding performer here in XFW, but wow, what a matchup between both of those men. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets second to none when you see athletes like that in XFW going at it. I'm sorry, folks, my green screen here is making me crazy. I'm not sure what is. Well, there we go. It's making me nuts here. I got stuff all over my studio here. Sorry, folks, that was just making me nuts. I saw on the corner screen, couldn't stop it. Bill Wren, thank you for liking the stream. A lifelong buddy of mine, Mr. Bill Wren, thank you for joining us here at XFW and Bloodsword6 Streaming. Hello to you, sir. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all. Whether you're on Facebook, you're on Twitch, or you are on YouTube, or directly on Bloodsword6.com. Now, folks, again, we're talking a little bit about 2K22. That will drop in a little over 5 weeks. And again, this gameplay trailer dropped earlier this week, which gave us a much more in-depth look at the character models, some of the movements inside the ring. Also, the developers did a post-chat on YouTube, answering a lot of questions, giving a lot of information out that we did not have before, which was actually outstanding. And to see some of that come out and see more of the gameplay, get the in-ring knowledge, the pin game has changed, how to kick out of pins. You can go down to back to button mashing, multiple ways to counter maneuvers, as well as an updated combo system. Daniel Spiegel, thank you for liking the stream. I'm very much looking forward to the new 2K22. And again, my biggest hope is that no glitches, no game crashes. I'm looking forward to see the new content we can pull out, the new camera angles, which should be outstanding, folks. So again, 5 weeks away. We'll see what happens when the game drops. Derek Smith asking how many calls you can have. Calls are creative wrestlers. Not sure the limit is 100 currently. Quite frankly, I'm hoping it surpasses that and doesn't go down, but only time will tell. Right now, we're going to head down to ringside for more one-on-one action as XFW Saturday Showdown continues. Wow Gaming, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. And one half of Hazard Warning. Daniel Dino Gaming, thank you for liking the stream. One half of Hazard Warning, Liam Phelps making his way out to ringside. Vizzle, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to Saturday night. Liam Phelps, one half of Hazard Warning, former tag team champion, making his way out to ringside. Was set for tag team action tonight, but his partner, unable to make it to the arena, decided to opt for a singles match, signed a contract, and take on all comers. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you right now, this is going to bite Liam Phelps in the ass, because the man that took this matchup, Donald, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Saturday Night Showdown in XFW. The man that signed the contract tonight for this one-on-one competition, none other than the Maniac, the Maniacal One, the Maniacal Glee.
And his opponent from Sandy, Utah, weighing in at 247 pounds, the Maniac.
The Maniacal Glee making his way down to ringside, the unpredictable lunatic behind that mask, the maniacal Glee. You never know which version of Glee you're going to get. The playful jester, the childlike laughter, or the sadistic, blood-hungry lunatic. Some folks say bipolar. I think there are 9 personalities inside the head of that masked maniac right there, ladies and gentlemen. The maniacal Glee. Phelps doesn't look worried, but quite frankly, folks, he should be. Everyone that gets in the ring with the maniacal one should be worried. Here we go, and Glee already with a kick to the face. And here we go, already the sadistic. Glee enjoying the fact that Phelps is in pain. Phelps going to fire back with a Northern Light suplex. Phelps going right after the maniacal one. Glee going to counter a strike to the midsection. And Glee again with that kick. And now Glee again taunting, rolling over Phelps and looking, not even paying attention. Glee sometimes references a lion playing with his food. Because we've seen Glee and now scolding him. Scolding Liam Phelps. I don't think Glee is taking this match seriously tonight, which could counteract it. Right now he's going heavy after Phelps. Phelps now firing back with a kick to the midsection and goes out for the knee and takes the lower extremities of Glee out. Hazard warning. Former tag team champions. Glee countering through. Another shot by Glee. Glee gonna hoist him up. Glee into a powerbomb. Phelps' head blasting off the canvas. Bouncing like a tennis ball. And Phelps coming right back. Not gonna, short-lived comeback by Phelps as Glee lights him right back up with a big right hand. And now a headbutt. Phelps trying to get back up to his feet. Maniacal one coming right back after him. Glee now. Suplex, gonna move it on the middle of the ropes. What is the maniacal one got planned? Turns it into a neck breaker. And Glee again. Look at him. Staring at Phelps like it's some kind of weird science project. Almost like he's enjoying watching the pain of Phelps. Oh, and Phelps fires back with a kick right to the face of the maniacal one. Liam Phelps is one tough SOB in the ring. We'll never take that away from him. But again, when you're dealing with Glee, you can't plan for a match with the maniacal one. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He changes his in-ring offense as many times as I change my underwear. He changes his tactics time and time again, and the personality of a revolving door. Glee with a counter again, drives the shot in the midsection. Now monkey flip by Glee. And now we get a chicken dance. Not sure what goes on inside the head of that man. And now more fake kung fu by Glee as the referee starts to count as Phelps on the outside. Glee now resting in the ropes. Here comes Phelps. Glee not looking too concerned. Glee again with the big boot, catches him just as Phelps tries to charge in the maniacal one, taking matters into his own hands. Phelps is going up and down, reverse Falcon Arrow, face first goes Phelps. He's got a cover by the maniacal one. Phelps manages to get the shoulders up. I still want to know who the people were that bought Glee socks off Bloodsword6.com. Somebody bought Glee socks. Phelps now on the outside looking concerned, trying to figure out what he's got to do to keep Glee down. You see the frustration mounting. Goes back inside. Here comes the maniacal with a neck breaker. Phelps coming back in after looking like he was concerned what he wanted to do. And Glee lights him up. Again, sometimes even I am surprised with the speed of Glee. Both men now jockeying for position in the corner. Glee turning him around. Shot right to the kidneys. A large group of XFW fans calling themselves the Glee Club. Phelps on the top rope. Comes off. Glee catches him. Are you kidding me? Into a scoop slam. Are you kidding me? And then back to the chicken dance. is the maniacal one. He caught Phelps mid-air. Kicks him again in the knees. Oh, Glee DT. That might be all she wrote for Liam Phelps. Whoa. Glee now arguing with Mike Atura. I would not want to argue with Glee. Phelps with a drop toe hold there, turning the tables on Glee. Putting the pressure on the back, forcing the neck of the maniacal one across that middle rope. How the hell he even managed to survive the Glee DT, I don't know. Now a monkey flip again from the Glee. Glee going up top. Again taunting. Oh, goes for the shooting star. The knees come up on Phelps. Glee now in trouble. Insaguri. Glee gets back to his feet. Are you kidding me? And lands a forearm. And another one. Wild swing now by Phelps. Glee catches him into a spine buster. Where the hell does he find this energy? High cross body. Let's say low cross body in the corner. Glee now back in control of this matchup. Spinning neckbreaker takes him up and over. Glee exploding into furious rage here. Lands a kick. Gonna hook him a second time. Glee DT again. The head of Phelps contracting down to the canvas. Brutalizing. That's it. The end of that match. Chris Clark over on YouTube. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to XFW Saturday Night Showdown. The maniacal Glee pulling off the victory tonight on Showdown. Again, Phelps giving all he's got. But ladies and gentlemen, when you're dealing with someone, and again, the multiple personalities, the revolving door of insanity that is the maniacal Glee. Tyler Black, good night to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Unless you're saying nighty night to Liam Phelps, which, folks, again, when you're dealing with Glee, there's not a lot you can plan for. There's not a lot in the hopes that you can lay out a strategy with someone with the personalities, the back and forth action or mentality that is the maniacal Glee, ladies and gentlemen. It is just a whirlwind of chaos inside the ring. Again, folks, up later on this evening, we do have our main event of the evening, which will be the White Dragons going head-to-head with their rivals, longtime rivals, Pain and Terror, over the XFW Tag Team titles will be on the line later this evening. But up next, another one-on-one match, which will Liam Phelps, also Tyler Black saying nighty-night to Liam Phelps. Up next, folks, Carl Ellis, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, will be in action. Now, Carl Ellis did make a run out last night in our main event, trying to get one in on Brian Blaze. Now, do we still have the footage here, folks? As this was a few weeks ago. Carl Ellis was supposed to be in a match, and Brian Blaze came out of nowhere backstage and attacked Carl Ellis. This is after Ellis was named #1 contender for Brian Blaze's World Heavyweight Championship. The two went at it backstage, but Brian Blaze would eventually turn the tables on Ellis and beat him down with a maintenance table in the hallway backstage. Now, this, of course, led to last night Carl Ellis coming out to try to get the return attack on Blaze, but Blaze landing the double unhook DDT in the ring, putting Carl Ellis down. Now, folks, this is all due to Brian Blaze looking to get the mental advantage over Ellis, the ring general, if you will. But only time will tell, as Ellis is on a path for glory. But tonight he'll go toe-to-toe with the former multi-time tag team champion and one hell of a technical wrestler in Bobby Wayne. That match starts right now. And here comes Bobby Wayne, All-American grappler, AAA All-State College, very close to landing a spot on the Olympic team before he decided to go pro. And right now, one half of the tag teams of America's finest. Wayne has been very successful in singles competition time and time again. And now out here tonight to go head-to-head with Carl Ellis. Folks, this is definitely an interesting matchup. Youth and vigor versus experience inside the ring, as Carl Ellis is damn near twice the age of Bobby Wayne. You'll hear the term wrestling veteran thrown around professional wrestling, and there's a reason they call Ellis the ring general. Ellis has been retired for over 12 years and decided to make one comeback for an opportunity for one more title run, and he came back to XFW. And he found his opportunity a few weeks ago in a fatal four-way elimination matchup, and came out the new #1 contender for Brian Blaze's World Heavyweight Championship. And now Ellis has a target on his back by Brian Blaze. Their match set to be named at our next premium event. Blaze will look for every advantage he can get to take care of Carl Ellis, to somehow keep him down, to get that mental advantage. Bobby Wayne in this matchup will be looking to take a peg away from Ellis, use him as a stepping stone to possibly get another win in the notch for his singles career, and driving the knees repeatedly into the shoulder of Carl Ellis. Bobby Wayne would definitely have youth and stamina on his side. But Ellis, again, a career longer than Bobby Wayne's age, has probably forgotten more about professional wrestling than Bobby Wayne has ever known. Goes for a big boot, countered. Ellis now hoisting him up, belly to back suplex. Crashing down to the canvas is Bobby Wayne. Lance Thompson, Bobby Wayne's partner, not here in the building tonight. I'm sure he'd have him in his corner for moral support. What is this? What is this? Brian Blaze's music is hit. Is Blaze going to come out here? Brian Blaze's music is hit. Ellis gets tossed over the top rope now. Bobby Wayne taking the opportunity to counter on Wayne. Oh, flying forearm on the outside. Ellis distracted by Blaze's music hitting. Bobby Wayne taking full advantage of this now. Ellis against the barricade, now tossing this side of the ring. Bobby Wayne going back inside the ring. Ellis holding onto his ribs. Wayne going right back outside, not wanting to give Ellis too much time to recover. Again, the distraction. Ellis now tossed back inside. Bobby Wayne hoisting him up, dropping him down face first. Ellis now turned over. Gets the shoulder up. We do have word that Brian Blaze actually was in the gorilla position backstage. We need to make sure he does not come out here again to attack Ellis, who's now turned the tables. Ellis now charging in and gets tackled. Bobby Wayne leveling him. Wayne again going to throw the ring general over the top rope, but Ellis hangs on. Bobby Wayne now on the outside. Wayne, DDT on the apron by Bobby Wayne, levels Carl Ellis, who has seemed to be very distracted ever since Brian Blaze's music hit. What an impact there by Bobby Wayne. Carl Ellis in a world of hurt right now. This has been all Bobby Wayne ever since the distraction and a neckbreaker on the outside. And now a driving knee right to the face of Ellis. Brian Blaze again playing the mental games. Ellis laying out now on the canvas. Stomping away again is Bobby Wayne. Ellis needs to turn this matchup around. Bobby Wayne now just toying with him. Laying in heavy shots. Scooping him up. And a neckbreaker, big time damage. Again to Ellis. As Bobby Wayne just continues to do damage. And again after Brian Blaze, the music playing, distracting Ellis. Opening up a window of opportunity for Bobby Wayne, who has been on a rampage since then. He's going to hoist him up. Ellis in a world of hurt right now. Stretched out in that abdominal stretch. Desperately fighting. Elbows out of the back of the hamstring. Able to counter through. Ellis holding on to his lower back. Stomping away down Bobby Wayne. Trying to get back up into this matchup. Bobby Wayne goes to the eyes. And a clothesline. Bobby Wayne now with a cover. Ellis gets the shoulder up. Ellis still not moving. A lot of damage has been done. And again, a rake to the eyes by Bobby Wayne as he continues to level off on Carl Ellis ever since the assault by Blaze. Elbow shot down on the side of the head. And another one by Wayne. And a third one. Ellis collapsing down to the canvas. Ellis now rolling to the outside. Bobby Wayne gonna bring him right back in. Brian Blaze getting inside the head tonight. Hoisting him up. Beautiful suplex by Bobby Wayne. We've got a cover. Bobby Wayne with the win. And you can thank Brian Blaze causing a distraction early on. Ellis's attention turned towards the rampway, and right there, folks, that DDT on the apron did a significant amount of damage to Ellis. Brian Blaze playing the music. There's the suplex, that beautiful butterfly suplex. Ellis trying everything he can to kick the legs out. Bobby Wayne with the victory over the number one contender. Brian Blaze again playing mind games. Carl Ellis going at it tonight with Bobby Wayne, but again, you see the music playing of Brian Blaze. Ellis turning his attention to the rampway, thinking he's coming out, and then Bobby Wayne taking the advantage, getting that window of opportunity and capitalizing on it, getting the win over Crusher Carl Ellis tonight. And again, folks, this is all about Brian Blaze trying to get a mental advantage over the Crusher, knowing Carl Ellis has a lot more in-ring experience than Brian Blaze will ever hope to have. Not that I want to take away from the abilities of Brian Blaze. He is a top-tier competitor here in XFW. He is a master of manipulation and will look for every advantage he can to get over Ellis. Blaze has gone on the record saying Ellis does not belong here in XFW, should have stayed retired, does not belong here, trying to steal the spotlight from up-and-comers, which is surprising since Brian Blaze has been known to stomp out the lights of up-and-comers before they even get started here in XFW, and just to keep himself on top of the food chain here in our promotion. But only time will tell. Tyler Black saying he sees Blaze and Ellis next month. Folks, I would not be surprised to see that. Our booking committee has not yet announced our next live premiere event, so we'll see what happens. But Ellis is the number one contender for that. So as soon as Blaze has to put the title on the line, Ellis will be the man across the ring. But folks, up next is our main event of the evening. Pain and Terror, 7-time former XFW Tag Team Champions, going up against their longtime bitter rivals, the White Dragons. These two combined, 15-time World Tag Team Champions going at it tonight. The tag team champions are on the line. This one may get bloody. Let's head into ringside. Main event action starts right now. And here comes Pain and Terror. Victor Pain, Damian Terror, the two monsters from Romania, who have dominated the tag team division for a long period of time here at XFW.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 500 pounds.
These two men have been locked into a rivalry with the White Dragons for as long as I can remember. And when these four men get inside the ring, ladies and gentlemen, it is a battle of epic proportions. Sit back, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. You are in for a roller coaster ride tonight. Ladies and gentlemen,
And introducing the champion.
the XFW World Tag Team Champions, the White Dragons, Kushida Satora,
They are the
Akira Matsuda. These two men have been all around the world. They've held titles in singles and tag team competitions wherever they have gone. And now back on top of the ladder here at XFW, taking the championships away from the James Boys at XFW Sudden Death, and already putting them on the line tonight here on Showdown. And again, to make this matchup against the team of Pain and Torment just shows you that the Dragons are fighting champions. These two teams have battled back and forth, exchanged the titles back time and time again. Victor Pain and Damian Terror. Satora and Matsuda. A tag team match of epic proportions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is premier live event material. Mike Katura going to hold those belts up high. Here we go. Victor Pain going to start things off with Kushida Satora. This is a no disqualification matchup for the XFW Tag Team Championships. Collar and elbow tie-up. Satora now with a kick to the midsection and an elbow. Levels down Victor Pain. Regular tag team rules are in portion. Must stay in your corner. But no disqualification, no count out. So look for both these teams to abuse the in-ring no count for their opportunities. Oh, single leg drop kick by Satora. Levels down levels down Victor Pain, I should say. And in comes Matsuda. Charging in. Tornado DDT. Matsuda leveling down Victor Pain. And a spinning knee strike. Cover already. Not even a one count. Victor Pain gets the shoulder up. Victor Pain, the strategist of Pain and Terror. Damian Terror, the muscle, the brute of the team. Both men swinging wildly there, neither coming up with anything. Pain turning the tables. European uppercut levels down Matsuda. Big man now making his way in. And catches a knee strike and stands tall against Matsuda. That spinning strike did nothing to Damian Terror, who in turn collides with a fallaway slam. Damian Terror now going to work. Tear pump handle slamming down Akira Matsuda. Quick tag, back in comes Victor Payne. These two teams know each other inside and out. They've battled more times than I can count over the years here in XFW. Matsuda now with a windup. Into the corner. Enziguri connects. Matsuda going right to the outside now. Matsuda with a chair in hand. Matsuda known in Japan for his death matches. But Victor Payne catches the chair. Matsuda with a wraparound. And now Victor Payne dodging out of the way. Matsuda again. Exchange time after time. Suplex on the outside. Good Lord. The back and forth exchange from these two. And now Akira Matsuda walking in. Matsuda across the room. Swinging away on Damien Terror now. We've got chaos going here now. Victor Payne on the outside. Going back in. Oh, we've got all four men now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where chaos is going to go. Kushida with Satora on the outside with Damien Terror. Victor Payne with Matsuda on the inside. Matsuda now kicking away Victor Payne. I knew this one was going to get out of control quickly, and it is spilled all over the place. Matsuda now clubbing blow with the back of Victor Payne. Headbutt now. And a beautiful clothesline by Damien Terror, or Victor Payne. Now it comes Damien Terror. Diving tag, in comes Kushida Satora. Two fresh men in the ring. Damien Terror shoving away Satora like yesterday's trash. Satora now in trouble. The big man in control. Kushida up down, and big man with a stomp square to the chest of Kushida Satora. Chin buster now by Satora, turning the tables. Forearm strike. And a shot to Victor Payne. I knew this one was going to get bloody. I knew this one was going to get beat down. Elbow shots now by Terror, shaking off Satora. Clubbing blow to the back. Both men now rolling to the outside. Arm drag takedown, judo style, from Satora. Satora now looking underneath the ring. Satora pulling stuff. Satora's got a table. Damien Terror stealing it away. Satora charging in. Both men now fighting over the table at ringside. And a shot to the head of Damien Terror with that table. Back inside we go. Victor Payne drop kick from Satora. Damien Terror now into a neck breaker. Satora rolling to the outside. This one is going to get nasty. Shot now by Satora. Damien Terror against that table. Satora now. Satora. German suplex through the table. Good Lord. Suplex through the table by Satora, but Damien Terror fights right back. Shows him back inside the ring. Elbow shot to the face. This one is, oh, brainbuster. Here we go again, all four men making their way inside the ring. We've got a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Akira Matsuda and Victor Payne on the outside going at it again. Kushida drops him down. Satora now again going back to the outside. Damien Terror getting right back up to his feet, however. Satora with another chair in hand. And a shot across the top of the skull of Damien Terror. And a clubbing blow now across the back. Satora shoves him back inside. Victor Payne on the outside. Desperately looking for a tag. Tag in comes Akira Matsuda. Oh, the Dragon's going up top. This could be double dragon. Double Dragon connects on Damien Terror. Both men coming down across the top. We've got a cover. That's it. The Dragons taking things to the extreme with tables and chairs getting the victory over Pain and Terror tonight. Lady, here's that shot through the table that pretty much took Damien Terror out of the matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW tonight. We thank you for the likes, the shares, the new fans. Thank you all for joining us here tonight on XFW Saturday Showdown. We'll see you next time for more XFW action. The Dragons retain the championships tonight on Showdown.